Good afternoon. Welcome to OptionsTender. It's Tuesday, July 28th, 2026. So we're taking a look at SPX, VIX, and we'll go down. We'll do the daily in the 65 as usual. Most of the time frame, most of the 65-minute time frame we'll spend there because not a whole lot to update on the daily. So we had some strength here in the Mag 7. We're starting to see some things bottom out. Some of the indices are showing some strength at the bottom, and I think they're going to hold for, at minimum, a bounce. And so I have some levels for you to look. Excuse me, and we'll take a look at those on the 65, and then I'll even give a on the daily here. I'll show you just a slight bullish aspect too. So SPY and SPX, they look a little bit different, but they kind of show the same game plan. Okay, so let's dive into it. We have SPX on the daily time frame. We've been looking at this keep it stupid simple, simple stupid. My God. We've been showing this chart, the bearish rising wedge here. Now we're zooming into a possible continuation triangle. I do believe it's a top that's going to roll over according to some of the indicators and mostly the timing tools that we use for members. So if you want to get those extra videos, in-depth timing, cycles, levels, other indices, individual names, it's $10 a month. Come join us. Both deals give you the access to the Discord where we talk about that stuff anyway. All right, so I think we're going to go retest the highs, very similar to what happened back here. You had the test of the highs. I know it didn't go touch it, but that's a test of the highs. I think we're going to do the same thing here and follow along this trend line. So there's a very simple version we have there. Let's go over to where we left off with the public view. There's a megaphone that we're looking at a long time ago. We have this confluence that's going to be very important for a bull-bear scenario. So your bullish scenario is that this is a flag pattern, which we reversed off of yesterday, I believe, yesterday's candle. And we're barely holding on to the support here. But what this illustrates, if this is how you're drawing your flag, we had a fake break back test, and we're rejecting off of it. So price has some work to do, get back above that channel clearly. And I don't like how it's actually drawn. I'm going to leave it this way because that was the original flag that we made. But we do have another point of view, and I'll show you that on SPY in just a second. So just like the arrows show, I think we're going to go down and test this 72 to 7100 area. That should get a reaction off of it. If it breaks down, it's going to be much more bearish than much more bearish scenario. So if we do get a reaction right off the bat off of it, maybe we come back up here and break down. This is just an idea. I don't know it's going to do that exactly. According to my Elliott wave count, really, if we're updating this, then my primary count is we made our first initial move down. We should get possibly even a gap close up here. We had a slight gap, a move much lower, a reaction off of it, or the opposite. I don't have the measurements in front of me, or it could come down. That's why I use these arrows, back test, and then go further down. But I think we're going to test those highs, those previous highs here, and you can see the range that we're looking at in the purple. So with that said, maybe this bounces first. And the reason why I do this is because you will notice in your adventures of trading, you'll notice levels. Levels hardly ever act specifically as support or resistance. Usually they trade around that level. If it was important before, you can see that here's a classic trading pattern. We got up to the level, rejected off of it, got above, back tested, and so on. That's one style of trading pattern. The other is that it comes down here, lower, back tests, and then breaks down. Okay, so this one could go like this and then break down, or it could come down, back test, and go. So those are just examples, but I don't suspect this will hold. That's what we're looking for, but that's just me guessing at this point. We have to see when we get there, where are all of our instruments, what's showing what. Price action will have to tell us. All right, that was my long way of explaining that. So SPY, we actually... No, it was my personal board that I use. You can see that the flag pattern is a little bit different. Okay, the flag pattern, we broke out, we're back testing, and we're looking for new highs, if that's how you're bullish. Now, if this ends up failing, clearly we're going to come down pretty sharp and hard, but I like this setup here better. I think this looks better. You have the confluence, prices holding 1, 2, 3, 4 days here, holding that same spot. I do believe with FOMC, we're going to get a pop and drop. That's what I'm going to look for here. Now, the bullish Elliott wave count is we had our move, and now we're in wave 4. We have A, B, C, D, E. So that's why things are holding, and the bulls are fighting here for a resolution of this triangle and a breakout afterwards. As a bear, we're counting this as an A, a B, and then we're looking for the C wave to extend. So we got our first move here. We're looking for a bounce and then a rejection down to extend our C wave. Now, the big thing about this update, we did this for members earlier, this is probably the most important part. I wasn't sure if things were going to line up into this minor low here on 8/5 on August 5th. It seemed a little far out, but the market has a tendency to waste time, and that it did. Okay, so we're pinching in between the 100, there's the 200, and the 8 EMA, and I think we're actually going to test the trend here as we do on if the market bounces. Then SPX will have the 20 moving average as well that we'll test up top. And so this is the exact opposite. Now, what's so important about this? If you're new here, this is one of our timing tools. We can look for tops in SPX when we get bottoms in the VIX. All right, they're not always perfect exact replicas or inverse relationships. Sometimes you can get divergence first, and then you see the reversal. But in this case, now that we're getting so close to the end of the week and the beginning of next month, August 5th lies right on Wednesday of next week. Tomorrow, since we wasted time tomorrow and going into the end of the day, I'm guessing that we'll break down, and then we'll see some follow through going on until about Monday or turnaround Tuesday. So this is a window. This being right in the middle of the week opens up the entire week as being eligible for the top of the market at SPX. And what I mean by top is the dead cat bounce. Let's go to SPY on the 65. Here's where we left off, right here. And so here's our triangle. And if we can get this bounce, which it could go really steep. As a matter of fact, it could go to the 887. But here's the gap close at the 786. Here's another gap at the golden pocket here for our retracement. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move. We're getting an A. We came down to test the lows for a B, and we're going to look for a C wave to complete this correction. And with that said, the VIX timing low here is on the 5th. This is what this line is here. And we're going to see how that comes into play. If we can waste a little bit of time. And this could go up here quick and then waste time, or it could waste time first and then break out. Tomorrow, we're probably not going to get a whole lot of action until 2. And as a matter of fact, we might even gap down a little bit to complete the structure here for a 1-2 setup, and then get your 3, 4, 5. All right, so we have a little bit of time to waste. We have, most of Wednesday that should just be a waste of time, marking time, and then Thursday, Friday, and possibly Monday could be our top, or Tuesday. All right. Let's look at, we looked at targets for QQQ and SPY for members. So that's an incentive to go in there. Today we had a nice, beautiful trade off the low here. Took half the position off already, and we'll enter back in on any retracement. And as a matter of fact, SMH, if we do get a new low tomorrow, which is still possible, then I'll look to go long there, just for a bounce. So there's our moving averages, moving sideways to down. But, obviously price has been going around and around. And here is our Sol Stochastic, RSI, definitely not oversold, not overbought. We do have positive divergences in the tech market. So the tail that wags the dog, that's one of the clues why I think we're bouncing from here. Now, we did get a full cycle on the Sol Stochastic, so let's see what happens tomorrow. Do we gap down? And a little gap down, does that bring us a full cycle? Or maybe we oscillate up here for a little bit. The momentum has crossed bullish. We'll look for a movement to the upside, and then we'll look for a curl down to the bottom border. Bollinger Band getting tight here. Look at that. That's what gave us our little reaction off of that move. And then we'll see if we can push that band back up higher. But no setup right at this point. Money flow. I want to see that go to the upper boundary. DMARC. Not likely a setup here. Didn't quite get the 13. No count. No setup. Elliott oscillator still neutral. Bearish to neutral. All right, and we'll just end off with the VIX here. We did a Bitcoin update yesterday during the weekend, Sunday. If you want to see that, again, that's with the $10 membership. It's a great value, guys. A lot of information for a little bit of money. Here's our VIX cycle low. August 5th. And so with this low here, we can adjust the timing a little bit better. As of yesterday, we didn't know how that would end up. You can see we're getting a little bit of a triangle here. And what I'm thinking is that we'll get this little bit of bounce higher. Perhaps tomorrow gaps up just to break down and close this gap going into the VIX cycle low. And we'll see price take off from there. There is a little bit of a gap here as well if price wants to go down there. And close both of those. And then you have support there as well. All right. So that's the path that we're looking at now, updated. So, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful rest of the day.